Hey there folks, Jayborino here. This is Shadow of Liberty, a custom campaign for StarCraft 2. This series of mine has been ongoing over time as more missions get added to this campaign. So we're heading into map number 11, which is Return to Tarsonis. I'd encourage you to play this campaign for yourself to get caught up or watch my series of it. Deltrin also has a series of it, but for a very, very brief recap with not enough details to really get you caught up, but essentially there is a terrorist group called the Soul Raiders. They're from Earth and they hitched a ride with the UED. They snuck aboard, and now they're in the Caprulu sector, and they're causing all sorts of shenanigans. Alrighty, here we go. Return to Tarsonis. A burnt location on Marsara now serves as a grave for bones in a Confederate base named Razor Refuge by the CPL rebels. It was there that Jim Raynor discovered the fate of Sarah Kerrigan, the woman he loves, and the one he wants to kill. After defeating the Dominion in the Swarm, Victor expressed his true colors by murdering Bones, a well-respected member of the CPL. No one knows about Victor's actions, but they're questioned. He still hasn't told anyone about the hybrid he found on that Dominion platform. After Rob is told that Bones was killed by a dropship force, he immediately turned to the people that he had stolen from in the first place, the Soul Raiders. Now the CPL have reached Tarsonis, where they are to finish the Soul Raiders once and for all. Bones will be avenged. You will require the extra building space to build production structures, but you shouldn't leave them without protection. It's possible to complete the mission without assisting your allies, but it's recommended. Those who remember will be rewarded. No idea what that could possibly be in reference to. We're playing these missions far enough apart that now I'm kind of nervous because I have no idea what that could possibly mean. We'll continue on hard. Tarsonis. Soul Raiders base. Here we are. The Soul Raiders should be scared. Do you hear me? Tracy, I'm coming for you. Hey, right. Where's Victor? I thought he would be meeting us down here. He said he needed to take care of business back on the Unicorn. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Well, he better get here soon or we're gonna have to start killing the bugs without him. Do you remember this place at its prime, right? I sure do. You and I would always try to get Miss Sam's phone number from the bar 3 blocks away from your place. Bones would always... Right? Please, don't say his name. I don't want to think about him right now. Oh, of course, sir. Hey guys, since Victor's not here, I want to tell you something. What? Victor's changed. He's not the same Victor I recruited. That Victor was less of a dick. What are you suggesting? I'm not exactly sure, but I know we shouldn't trust him. Think about it. How do you think him and I survived that Zerg onslaught on Castanar? And how do you think the Feral Zerg arrived on that Dominion platform and shortly after them, the Soul Raiders fleet? Now, at least they're suspicious. And then on Marsara, Bones went outside and Victor went to refill his rifle. But he would have been inside Razor Refuge to do that. Plus, we would have seen him inside when we went to destroy the Titan. He might be working with the Soul Raiders. But Vanessa, he was the one who concocted the plan on the destruction of the Titan. He can't be working with them. But you were the one that followed up with it, Rob. And if I'm not mistaken, you destroying Razor Refuge split you and your brother up, along with your armies. He's helped kill hundreds of Soul Raiders and the Titan. You can't deny the fact... Sorry to interrupt, Vanessa, but I'm picking up many Protoss signatures east of us. Protoss? They're contacting us. Let's see what their intentions are. I am Executor Trios, leader of the Protossi Dune tribe. State your purpose here, Terrans. Executor Trios, I am right, lieutenant of the CPL rebel forces. We've come here to defeat the Soul Raiders and do not wish to fight you. Soul Raiders. You've come to vanquish them as well? Yes, they've caused a lot of problems for us. It seems that we have much in common. The Soul Raiders attacked us on Shakuris and stole important Protoss knowledge. Karax, a phase smith, managed to hack the Terran transmission line. We discovered they operate here on Tarsonis. So are we going to become allies or what? Let's just get right to it. Our goals align, Ghost. We shall gladly aid you in any way we can. Rob, we got another unidentified force east of the Protoss. Great. Contact them. This is General Warfield of the Dominion Armada. CPL, surrender or prepare to meet your maker. I was kind of hoping it'd be Jones and the Zerg. Warfield? Why are you here? Our specialist finally located where those black-suited Soul Raiders operate. I'm here to take them out, and if necessary, you as well. I'm gonna enjoy killing you so much, Warfield. Well, well, well. If it isn't the one and only psionic female traitor, nice to meet you again. I put those days behind me, Warfield. Prepare yourself and Helios for a world of pain. That's enough. CPL, listen, I'm gonna offer you a deal. You and your Protoss buddies help us out, and I'll reward you. So the Emperor finally reveals himself amongst the chaos. I do whatever it takes to protect the people of the Dominion. Nothing more, nothing less. This is pre-Wings of Liberty, by the way. Well, you're doing a half-assed job at it. Don't speak to me like that, rogue agent. What kind of a word are we talking about here, Mangsk? Your people wish to help people, correct? So I'll give you control of 4 of the Dominion worlds. I don't care what you do with them, but under no circumstance should you open fire on a Dominion soldier again. You can become conscripts of the Dominion. How does that sound? You got a deal, Mangsk. Wonderful, you made the right decision. Such political intrigue. What are you thinking, Rob? We started this rebellion to fight the Dominion, not join them. Did the Dominion kill Bones? No, these freeloaders did. They strip everything from everyone and give nothing back in return. Any allies we gain in their demise is a step forward for me. I agree with him. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, at least they're addressing this. It was like very quick. He's like, yeah, sure, we'll join. You're right, of course. He'll see reason eventually. But it feels like he's erasing all the progress we've made against the Dominion. One fight at a time, right? One fight at a time. Now, as I was saying... Oh, great. I'm here now. Glad you didn't start killing them without me. Victor, you've modified your suit. I didn't know you could do that. I can do things. Let's get started, shall we? Right. So I suspect we'll make a lot of progress against Soul Raiders, and then he's gonna turn on us. Interesting base layout here. Oh, we're crashing. Things are crashing. Breach the Soul Raiders' base. Rob, Wright, Vanessa, and Victor must survive. Ensure the Dominion Planetary Fortress and the Yadun Nexus survive. Good lord. The Soul Raiders' gate will not be vulnerable until all enemy units by the gate are eliminated. All heroes now have a bunch more health. Vanessa has some better energy regeneration. Rob no longer has energy, and his Pulse Grenade ability does not require energy anymore. It just has a longer cooldown. There's our tech tree. It looks like pretty much everything except battle cruisers. Because the CPL stole Soul Raiders tech a year ago, their units have special abilities and upgrades. That sounds fantastic. We have science vessels. We'll be making some of those. Tarsonis has been infested for a while now because of that creep not produced by a building will not recede, disabling your ability to build wherever creep is. However, some spots scattered across the map are not covered by creep. Find them and you can build there. Oh dear. Wright Yeager is the lieutenant of the CPL rebels. He usually remains on their flagship, the Unicorn, helping ground forces from the skies. He's a personal friend of Rob and the now deceased Bones. Rob, Bones, and Wright were the creators of the CPL. Since Bones' death, Wright is devastated. He doesn't express his feelings because he's a quiet person and is used to taking orders from Rob. We have 4 heroes.
Repeat
Vanessa,
last
Wright, Victor, and
What's up?
there's Rob. Okay.
Time to map.
Awaiting receiving transmission.
Flashbang grenade. Alright, so we'll try to keep that in mind. I'd like to just build a second command center as soon as possible. We actually can't. We can't cram one in here. Oh, yes, we can. Okay, there we go. The Dominion Armada is engaging the Soul Raiders' fleet. It's only a matter of time before we crush their ships like tin cans. You tell 'em, Warfield. We only have one entrance into our base. I'm grateful for that. Fleet versus fleet. The Dominion Armada and the Soul Raiders' fleet have engaged each other in orbit. Because of this, debris and destroyed ships will now fall to the surface. Watch out for falling detectors like Ravens and science vessels. They can still detect your cloaked units before their demise. I wonder if that's intentional or just something that just like had to be added because that's just the way that they work when they crash. Don't get cocky, Warfield. Soul Raiders got Zerg and Protoss on their side. I think you've lost your sense of rank, rogue agents. I don't take orders from you. You sound familiar, Terran. Have we met? I haven't seen you in my life, Protoss. Now focus on the job at hand. Okay.
Commencing operations.
Trios, I remember this Terran. He led the attack on our ship.
Radio check, over.
Zotan, no!
Confirm.
This is inconceivable. He must die for slaughtering my people. Okay, this is not the time to turn on each other. This is not the time.
Not enough.
Don't engage, Warfield. Executor Trios. We need him just as much as we need you to bring down the Soul Raiders. Once they're gone, we can do with them as you wish. Alright, fine, but I don't think for one plank instant that I'll call him General.
Not enough minerals.
Sure.
Not enough minerals.
I just need a barracks, please. Leave the Patriot alone for now, Trios.
Picking up or dropping off?
Okay, so let's just get building here.
Minerals.
Gas is always a later game issue, so we probably just want to saturate all 3 of these pretty quick. Oh dear. Please don't destroy my stuff when you crash, thank you. Air attacks might come from up here. The creep is kind of an interesting thing here. The thieves return. What, come to say sorry? Too late for that now. I will burn each and every last one of you until you're nothing but subatomic particles, so no one will remember you.
Not enough.
It's very rude.
Not enough minerals.
Not gonna happen, Tracy. You killed Bones and you're going to pay for it. I might, but not after killing you, Commander. I think the implication here that we take from this is that obviously this guy is not going to survive this whole story. Stop acting so stable. We all know you're scared.
Not enough minerals.
I'll show you how scared I am. So, like, there was the CPL rebel group that worked with Rainer's Raiders, and there's obviously no CPL in StarCraft 2, so the implication is there. So we got 6 battlecruisers heading straight for us. Shit. What's that? No way. Harry. Cavalry's arrived. You're alive. Yes, I'm still alive. Look, I want to catch up with you too, but we got a battle to win first. Likewise. I will join the fleet in orbit. Victor, Vanessa, be careful. Well, maybe not Victor so much. We're obviously going to make a lot of progress here, and I bet he's just going to end up screwing us over. Commander Perry is a Guild War veteran. He fought alongside the Confederacy against the Kelmoran Combine. Perry is now in his late 40s and will now lead the Nova Corps fleet against the Dominion. The Nova Corps fleet was presumed dead considering their disappearance since Castanar. They have reappeared looking for their lost agents Victor and Vanessa. The Nova Corps fleet has joined the fight against the Soul Raiders. Wonderful.
Add-on complete.
Got some Zircon playing. This is great. Perry's alive. When this is all over, we can join him. I need a factory. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, don't sound so happy, dude. Just want to get some medics out. So again, what's the most space-effective thing that we can make here? Probably factory units. I mean, unless we can make multiple barracks, it's not really worth our while, I think. To build much out of, yeah, like barracks. I don't know. That's tricky. We have access to all sorts of upgrades here. Also, it says like increase vision by 2 and weapon range by 1. But what? Just every type of unit, or like like mag rail munitions? Does every unit have that? Marauders have defense matrix field. It's gonna be tricky to use all this stuff, but I suppose it's good that we have all this. I need to start building stuff. Let's get some extra Marines out. Like a Diamondback, Goliath, Siege Tank, Thor build would be good. Again, we don't have a lot of space, so we have to be judicial with what we build and where. Yeah, we don't have any room to build. Well, we could, like, cram a starport up there. Could destroy one of these to make, the ability to get science vessels will be really important as well. So, we're supposed to try to help our buddies. Discover buildable locations. That's all of these. What do we want to build in the buildable locations? We'll decide later. Let's just keep getting some upgrades. There's a lot of resources in here. It's just, there's only 6 patches, but there's a lot in each, so that's a good thing. So what we'll have to do is start making supply depots in these areas where we can fit them, and then y'all come down here and destroy this. That way we can at least get an add-on to get some science vessels, because they will pay for themselves, certainly. Those will definitely pay for themselves, and then I think we will definitely want to get stabilizer med packs and then mag rail munitions. Just to give our Marines, just so that our Marines pack more of a punch. I'm not clear on what would get the sight range if we researched it. Maybe Reapers, so I don't think that's going to be that important. Juggernaut plating will be good. Yeah, I think we get some more barracks units. That should be fine. Executor Trios, do you read?
The doctor is in.
I do, Hierarch. What do you require? I assume you've reached Tarsonis and are fighting the Soul Raiders? It's a quick save. We haven't been attacked, so that's good. Indeed, Hierarch, we've made alliances and are fulfilling our mission. Oh my goodness, look at all this.
The doctor is in.
That's good to hear. Vorazun has discovered what the Soul Raiders took from the Temple of Zihul. What did they steal, Hierarch? They stole all our files on warp technology and dark matter. Not dark matter! Ah! We will recover these files for you, Hierarch, alongside our allies. You won't have to recover them alone. I'm assembling the Protoss Armada to aid you. Well, I like the sound of that.
Upgrade complete.
I'm sorry I didn't send them with you in the first place. I sent a crippled Protoss tribe to defeat a vast Terran force after they were nearly annihilated by the Feral Zerg and Dominion. By Adun, don't be sorry. The duty of every Protoss warrior is to fight for their brothers and sisters beside them. That's what we're doing. You're all so young, and have much to learn. I do want a vacation once this is all over, though. Protoss vacations. I second that. Ha! Noted.
Upgrade complete.
Gonna go to a beach. Kick back a little bit. So, your Protoss buddies are coming to join the fight, Trios? Shut the hell up, Victor. You're the worst.
Deploying.
Indeed. With the Protoss Armada, I don't think these Soul Raiders will see another sunrise.
Copy that. Sounds like
I see. I see. Perfect. We located a buildable location. Send some SUVs here if you want some breathing room.
Research
Kill him! Oh, we're out of energy. That's fine. Decloak. We can heal him. He's fine. He's got a lot of HP now, too. Just kill this one. You saw one of these and didn't tell us? Didn't want to believe it. Now let's get back to base, build some more of these ladies. I don't know. These people. And how do you know this thing's a hybrid? One of the various perks about being with Dominion. Right, we're not done talking about this. Let's get Immortality Protocol. Question is, how did the Soul Raiders get hybrid?
Upgrade complete.
It's time the Soul Raiders bear witness to the Idun's blades. Okay, they're going to attack. The Dominion agrees. It's about time they get a taste of their own medicine. Maybe we should just go. We should go and help them. I have a lot of gas, so let's just get more science vessels for now. I'd love to find another base. We could just go and attack alongside our allies. We also cleared this area out, so we could just set up more defense. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. They're going to have trouble breaking out of their base.
Our allies.
What I want to do is cut across the bottom and allow our bases to connect. So let's quick save, because I am just sort of leaving my base, which could end up in just a massive disaster if we're not careful. What units do what here?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Just letting Victor take the heat here, because like fuck him, let him die. That's right.
Base is under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
I have a couple different heroes, and they're all hotkeyed separately, so I have to remember to grab them all. Okay, here comes Soul Raiders.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, let's just back up here momentarily. And I think because we have Immortality Protocol, let's get a couple Thors. Not too many, though, because we can't really afford that many.
Can't hold them alone.
You can't hold them alone,
Allies
folks.
are being attacked. Research complete.
Okay, we've connected with our Protoss buddies. That's cool, like crashing Tal'Darim ships. Okay, we have 2 snipes and 2 semi-AoE type abilities. Seems like a lot of this stuff is pre-placed. My concern is getting attacked, as you can imagine. This is the only avenue that they can attack us down, though, so hopefully we're a little safe. Because we've got the mag rail stuff, that seems pretty good. I guess I'll get this, because I don't know exactly what it'll do, and we'll just keep adding some Marines to our group. So this just seems like a wipe everything map, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just smash through the map. How much gas is in here? A decent amount. We're going to need more and more Thors. Getting some tanks set up would be nice. Again, not really something we can particularly afford. Let's cram as many supply depots in our main base as possible, and then eventually...
Our allies are being attacked.
And then eventually we can move up and set up defense at this little choke point. So real quick, I want to reassign my heroes to different hotkeys because it's a little confusing. I want my ghosts to be 1 and 2, and then my these 2 guys to be 3 and 4. Attention ground forces, I'm picking up enemy chatter. Sounds like they're going to warp battlecruisers on your bases. Okay, let's get back to base. This is why Goliaths are going to be the right choice for now.
This better be good.
To counter this, I thought you could call down the Triton, and I could deal with them. We'll think about it. The Soul Raiders have resorted to warping their most powerful ships upon your men and allies. Perry suggested that you use the Triton, the flagship of the Nova Corps, to deal with them. Battlecruisers will warp to any position that have structures in it to attack. If you wish to deal with the battlecruisers with the Triton, it will spawn at the location of your camera. You can always deal with the battlecruisers yourself and use the Triton for attacking. You can call the Triton from a button on top of your screen. You will only have control of the Titan for 1 minute, and the Triton can die, so be careful.
Our allies are being attacked.
Is there anything that says it has to survive? Picking up chatter. Well, let's save it for defense. I think that's going to be the most important thing. So get this upgrade, and then, of course, we'll get structure armor and such.
Our allies are being attacked.
Eat shit. Eat shit, battlecruisers.
Our allies are being attacked.
The thing with the creep is I can't fit turrets anywhere. I can't fit them. I'll just cram them in wherever I can, really.
Are being attacked.
Just make more Marines, and maybe, again, I think Goliaths and Thors are the most cost-effective combination that we can have here. and then we just pick a direction and we go. Best I can do is just set up turrets around my base.
Our allies.
And I have to find another base as well. That's going to be very, very important. I need to get down to the Dominion and help clear out whatever's going on over there. Triton's available in 2.5 minutes. Alrighty.
Well, Butter, go ahead.
Okay. It's a lot of resources. Once all of these upgrades finish, though, our missile turrets will be that much more effective. Hopefully there's a way we can just stop them from being able to call down directly on top of us. I don't even need stim pack. I'm not making that many Marines. Let's go ahead and hotkey our production. Even getting a couple Banshees doesn't seem like a bad idea, just to mix in. But for like anti-air and such, I think a Goliath with a bunch of science vessels certainly seems like the right choice. And with all of our heroes, we're in a good spot. Let's just make sure we quick save a lot, because at any moment they could just slam my base and then it's GG. Our heroes have very, very strong abilities, though. So let's just make sure we use them. There's a mineral node here. Get a command center here pronto. Okay, that's good. We need to get this base pretty much set up as soon as possible.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, looks good. What's going on up here? Looks like an attack on its way to us. So let's just kill the hatchery and then we'll get back to base. Let's just take a contingent
Our allies are being attacked.
to get back here. Actually, the Protoss may help us. Our allies are pretty aggressive this map, so we have some freedom to attack,
Research complete.
which I appreciate quite a bit.
Our allies are being attacked.
Attack incoming.
Our allies are being attacked.
Oh, they actually came over here. Okay, that's okay. Let's...
Our allies are being attacked.
Oh, it's the battle cruisers. I guess let's call this in. Looking good, looking good. We'll queue that up separately.
Our allies
I'm just gonna get more and more science vessels, and then I can't fit much more in terms of supply depots, but we have to get what we can. Hey, Victor, do you still have those shield penetrating rounds?
Copy that. Come again.
Why do you ask?
Our allies are being
Because
attacked.
anything would help us right now? You've changed your suit, and I think they might be useful against the Tal'Darim. Pretty large attack coming in.
Our allies are being attacked.
No, I think I left him on the Unicorn. See, he's like actively trying to hurt us here. Snipe. By the way, before I landed, I saw a hole in the Soul Raiders fortress. I think it'll be a great place to drop some troops and gain a foothold. Thanks for telling me. I'll send a force there after we breach the front entrance. I know we kind of like have to trust this guy right now, but still. More territory for the CPL. Let's get some defenses set up here. I'm not that concerned about setting up defenses here, I'll be honest. Mostly just want to keep building and like pick one direction and just slam through it as much as as fast as possible. This will also the creep will slowly recede, but otherwise we just have to wait. Let's get it building.
Base is under attack.
Nice. No creep here. Set some defenses up.
Allies are being attacked.
Dominion's looking good.
Give me the secret.
Let's move on up. Infested Banshees. Let's get a couple more Thors, I guess. Maybe even mix in a couple Banshees. Nice. Our allies are very strong this map, so we're in really, really good shape. Let's quick save. Get moving up. I think this is one of those missions where, like, the faster you get going, the better things will go,
Our allies
obviously.
are being attacked. Our allies are being attacked.
Once we clear out the Zerg, the minerals here will be invaluable. And also the Zerg will theoretically stop attacking us. Soul Raiders counterattack inbound. 10 seconds on our battlecruiser, though.
Our allies are being attacked.
2, 1.
Our additional supply zones deployed.
Down here. Go ahead and call it in. Depot issues.
Being attacked.
I'd much rather focus on the Zerg, though.
Our allies are being attacked.
Just keep rallying up here. We're going to support... basically, I'm just supporting my allies, and they'll be able to do a lot of the work for us.
Our allies are being attacked.
Vanessa, keep sniping. Nice. As long as we get rid of those hard-hitting units, we're in good shape.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, look out, Banshees. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and take this base.
In the rear with
Different hotkeys than usual for this.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, we'll get that saturated as soon as possible. And then we have to just keep sniping these Broodlords. Oh, there's a Leviathan.
Being attacked.
How are my heroes? They're okay. Snipe it to death.
Enough energy.
Okay, we've done it. Our heroes seem okay. With the Zerg gone, this should become much easier, I suspect. Yeah, science vessels are just absolutely invaluable. Without a doubt, they are. Cool, and you know what? Yeah, just make Banshees with our extra money. This will get set up very quickly.
Our allies are
And now we
being
need depots for our SCVs.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay. Again, I think good start. Let's see. Yeah, so they've got the Javelin missiles.
Our allies are being
And I can't change them to the high impact payload, but that's okay. I don't really need that. All right. And Zerg pretty much out. So that's going to take a lot of the pressure off of us, especially because this is the direction that the Zerg are pretty much coming from for the most part. It's very dangerous to have my heroes with me at all times, but they're also very, very strong, and I'm using them to pick off the air units as we go. So I think this has gone great so far. Picking up chatter. Let's keep an eye on where that might come in. Let's get on down here. Our allies can mostly defend ourselves if that's where they decide to come in. Okay, and we can probably cram in the rest of our depots up here, which means we're going to need a lot of... Oh, okay. All right. They snuck in. I mean, that's not... They didn't really sneak very much. They just... they just walked in.
Base is under our allies are being attacked.
Thanks, Mr. Goliath. Let's try to keep this alive.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies
Okay.
are being
Cloak. Decloak now. Yes!
Our allies are being
All right, let's sit here momentarily while we get this base fully saturated, as I've talked about.
Our
It's
allies
too many
are being
SCVs. And you know what, just for good measure, let's get more refineries, and then we're going to do lots and lots of depots.
Our allies are being attacked.
And then lots and lots of turrets.
Our allies' base. Our allies
Like
additional
clusters of 4, like 4 here and then 4 up there should be enough to defend us.
it's blocked.
Okay, looks good. And as these finish up, we're in good shape. Again, I've been saying we've been in good shape a lot this map. That's because we have been. The next step, I think, is to cut across to the bottom, clear out the rest of these buildable locations, and cut up the right, and we take out the other supporting CPL base, and there's some air blockers there, and then we'll be able to link up. I did like how there was that little tip, like, hey, be careful. Their detectors can kind of pop out of nowhere and kill you. Again, that might just be something that, like, it just happens in the game, and like, you can't turn off the detection of the falling ships. So it was like, okay, well, that's just going to be a gameplay mechanic now. We can't do anything about it. Who knows? Honestly, I think our allies can do most of the offensive work here as long as we sit here. So I'm going to sit here for now. Battlecruiser's inbound, 5 seconds on the Unicorn, or whatever it's called. No, the Unicorn is the CPL ship. The Nova Corps ship is the other one.
allies are being attacked.
Get him, Dark Templar! Alright. Honestly, I probably didn't need to waste it there. Oh, I can control it.
Our allies' base is
Might as well send it up. This is so powerful, too. So powerful. It's a cool map. I do quite like having allied bases and having to work in conjunction with them, so I'm enjoying that. Meanwhile, I guess we should probably get back home and help defend this. Oh, our allies helped us. The CPL keeps sneaking attacks in towards us, so we should probably
Our allies are being attacked.
try to link up. There's no creep here. That'd be a great location for defending the Dominion. Or the Dominion can mostly defend themselves, I think.
Our allies are being attacked.
All right. Victor can snipe any type of unit, not just biological. I like the sound of that. I could get some tanks set up. That seems like it would be smart. I think maybe what I'll do now is grab a couple SCVs to come over here and just set up
Our allies
some barracks so that we can reinforce quicker.
are being attacked.
All right, that'll be good. And then we can even... I don't want units to get stuck as they spawn, but just like cram in some turrets where you can fit them. How about that?
Being attacked.
The doctor
Okay, let's try to cut up the right side. See, because these attacks will keep coming, so maybe...
Upgrade complete.
It just depends on where they decide to go from there. Banshee, no!
the doctor is in.
I could also use the Triton. Buildable location spotted. I mean, our two heroes that can snipe are extremely powerful, so I'm happy with that. The Protoss
Heavy fire here.
are not really able to defend us by themselves, so we might have to back up. Attack incoming, I think. No, they don't have it. Let's go back to base real quick.
Base is under
No,
attack.
no, 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 no. I say no.
Base is under attack.
Just trying to get this stuff set up.
Our allies are being attacked.
Pretty big force here. This is why, though.
Our allies are being attacked.
Actually, maybe we should just make more buildings here because we can defend this location a little bit easier. Let's get on down here. Yes! I wish there was a little countdown timer so I could see.
Are being attacked.
Also, giving that thing maybe tactical warp would be nice too. It's hard to really go anywhere without being able to know that we would be defended.
Add-on complete.
We only have to breach the Soul Raiders base. We don't have to kill the Protoss. Oh, here are my other science vessels. There are a lot of air blockers on this map that get my units stuck.
Being attacked.
Easy to lose track of them. Got some Nova Covert Ops music going on.
Our allies are being attacked.
And then you make a factory. I don't really see how fire bats would be good, but let's get the upgrades anyway, because fire bats are fantastic. And then
Add-on complete.
Goliaths, and then just Marines and Medics, because they're very versatile. Just deciding the best way to go.
Our allies
200 gas we can afford, which is exciting. I would not expect that we could typically afford that.
Our allies are being attacked.
I want to go over there, but at the same time, I feel like I can't really lose my base. Let's take this group and move it over to the right to attack. Meanwhile, everything new that is built is going to sit right here.
Upgrade.
All the new stuff, yeah, just sit here. We'll just make some Marines and Medics and such. And we'll go over with our other units. Let's keep an eye on our area forces so they don't get
Research
blocked.
Complete.
The Tal'Darim forces they look the same as the Dominion. Picking up chatter. Let's see where they land. I'm just watching the minimap to see
Our
Down here. I don't think they need me. I could use it to attack instead.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, this is my attacking force. Let's get up here.
Our allies are being attacked.
Yeah, they definitely did not need me, especially because we're moving in with them. And we've got 2 Jackson's Revenge with us as well. That's very, very strong. Now, we're going to try to push into this Tal'Darim base, so let's quick save, because this could be a disaster, especially if they have Ascendants and such. As soon as we clear the Tal'Darim here, this location would be a great spot for pressuring the Soul Raiders. Right, so was the Zerg area, but I didn't move up there, because oh god. They have Psionic Storm. Looks like we found all the locations devoid of creep. Great work, everyone. Now to avenge Bones. Okay. Looking good. Let's remake Marines. Actually, that's too many Marines. That's a good amount of Marines with some medics, and then Goliaths.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, yeah, it's just those High Templar. I mean, I can't really hope to avoid the storm, so I'm not gonna try. That's pretty much it. Excellent. Keep attacking. So this is one other entire enemy base. So the Tal'Darim, like their Ascendant Psionic Storm, they don't, but their Colossi are Wrathwalkers. So it's just sort of like semi-inconsistent. That's not something that's particularly important to me, but I am just pointing it out because I think it's interesting. Do I have... Oh, I have Science Vessels, so we can cancel these. I thought that they had died. They were just left behind. So let's get them up here and repair. All right. Going really well. We just have to pick a direction and attack the Soul Raiders from there. So let's go on down here and see if we can kind of go like through the middle and see if there's another entrance. We want to attack with our allies when our allies go and attack from a different direction.
Our allies are being attacked.
Question is, I don't know how aggressively they will rebuild and so on, so...
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, and luckily we left some stuff at home. Not luckily, you mean because of my tactical genius,
Our allies are being
we survived this attack. Let's go ahead and repair here and here. I don't really need another base. I remember the last mission was extremely hard. This feels kind of like a reaction to that, where now it's much, much easier, which I appreciate to a degree. So I certainly can't complain about that. I'm happy for a bit of a breather, and this is definitely like we've gotten our asses kicked a lot, so it's nice to. Got 18 seconds. I'll call in and help them. So it's nice to have that ability to now fight back and just really eliminate them. Come on now. Okay. It looks like our allies will rebuild, so that's good.
Our allies are being attacked.
The doctor is in.
Okay, let's just go right up the middle. There's some Zerg left. Kill it! Oh, we can't go that way, actually. All right, let's go up with the Protoss then.
Being attacked.
And make sure none of our stuff gets stuck. And then we've got a lot of production, so we'll just rally up to our other group. Oh, my word. But why?
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, we're good. So the only issue is now, if the Triton gets off cycle, it's like impossible to call it in when you really need it in the future.
We are at maximum supply.
If that makes sense.
Commencing.
Okay.
You sure about that?
This should go well. I don't even have Stimpak. That's a pretty big attack, but they don't have anything like,
Our allies are being attacked. Mineral field depleted.
they don't have anything like Psionic Storm. They just have some tanks. So we just have to attack up the ramp. I think with the Thors that can repair themselves are in really good shape. Our Marines are going to get chewed up. C'est la vie. C'est la StarCraft.
Our allies are being attacked.
Alright, get in there, Science Vessels. No! Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't even know why it did not occur to me that my heroes are in there. I don't think I've saved for a while, so let me make a shortcut and we'll get back to about where we were. Wait, cancel that, cancel that. I can just rewind. We only have to go back a little bit. This is a solid attacking force. We just need to rewind a tad. So we were like, let's go back like to here. 20 seconds should be enough, and we just back out our heroes. I need to be using my heroes also. Or maybe not. Take command. Start game. Blind him. Throw a grenade. Then everybody back out. Heroes back out, at least, I should say. Oh, maybe this doesn't go away. Alright, I'll load instead, because it appears like that just won't go away. Or maybe I just need to rewind further. I don't know. I'll experiment, and then I'll just cut back when we're back to normal. Okay, luckily past me had saved pretty recently when I was attacking into the Protoss base, so that wasn't that bad. To get back, I don't know why I'm not in the habit of quick saving super frequently by now, after playing custom campaigns for so long. Okay, so we have to attack up this ramp, which is going to be rough stuff. I don't think there's really any good way to do it. I think we just have to get up there. So let's go with the Protoss. They'll give me some vision uphill. I just saved, so like keep the heroes back, and we'll get in there with them later. The best I can think to do, because it's got a long quick save, is at least get up with this guy. Soul Raiders counterattack coming soon. We'll use our battlecruiser for that. Now right is stuck. Trying to get up this ramp, and right is stuck. I'm more concerned about getting him out. There we go. Okay, let's walk up the ramp, please. It's my base, actually. Now, I wish I could tactical jump this up to help me attack. That actually would be a little too strong. I know I recommended that earlier. That would definitely be, I think, too powerful. Okay, now let's move in. And we're just going to bring up Marines and Medics. I got some Diamondbacks queued up. Okay, and let's just focus down their production so that they stop building as frequently. I think we've basically broken in. We've opened the way for the Protoss to get up here as well, and there's still some Protoss units here still helping us. So we're definitely in here. Right needs to be careful. Let's just blind this group, I guess, or whatever that ability does. I'm not clear on that. Let's get our heroes out, though, just to be safe. I notice, like, some of the heroes have different... They look like their health bars look different. It's, missing some consistency, not a big deal. Look out. Science vessels. There we go. Factory down. I don't know if to destroy, like, literally every piece of this base or what. But for now, we can just sit here. And just wait for more reinforcements. I just built Goliaths and Diamondbacks for fun. I don't know if... I think the hybrid are all pre-placed, so we don't have to worry about those causing us problems. The creep, like the buildings on creep is interesting, but it didn't require me really to utilize more than one or two of the spots. Okay, now that the Terran are attacking, let's get on over here and waste these buildings. Let's kill this planetary real quick. And it said that the gate only becomes vulnerable once every defender dies. We've definitely done it, though. We've got allies attacking from both sides. The Terran here definitely able to break in. Protoss from the other side. All right, pick that off. Soul Raiders counterattack. Unfortunately, the Triton will not be available, but I think the gate should be available to be destroyed now. There we go. Yeah, now we can destroy the gate. It'll go down before I think we need to worry about helping our allies here, even though I think they'll be able to defend themselves. Open sesame. Open sesame. I do like the ability to use the Triton, though, offensively or defensively, but you really screw yourselves defensively if you use it off timing. So, you guys made it. You go to hell. You're insulting life itself by standing there. Still grieving over bones, Rob? Pathetic. Relationships are what make people vulnerable. You of all people should know that, Commander. You brought this upon yourself, not me. Then what were we, Ghost? We didn't provoke you. Correct, but unfortunately you and your people were an obstacle to our plans. And what are your plans? Really? I thought you would have figured it out by now, Firstborn. Gabe's ancestors first created the Soul Raiders to compete with the UPL. The UPL had a monopoly over the Earth and surrounding systems for quite some time. Gabe's ancestors changed the UPL and showed them that they weren't invincible. We did this by offering people a second chance. By turning them into intergalactic terrorists. If you jaywalked and you were black, the UPL would put you in a cell faster than the blink of an eye. Some utopia, huh? Now with the Soul Raiders under my command, I brought them here. The sector isn't the brightest bulb, but it works. With a war-torn sector, it's easy setting up spheres of influence. Take control, essentially. Now all that's left is to kill the Zerg and the Protoss. Kill them? Hell, one's standing right beside you. Oh, little Urgus over there? Huh, this fuck-up did initially join us, but he was gonna leave us. Boss over here drugged him up and connected him to our psi thingies. You can control Protoss, too? Not exactly. Ordus here is just straight out dumb. That's why it worked on him. And Kerrigan? Why control her? Because I can? And she's super strong? Is that supposed to be a joke? It's simple, Raynor 2.0. Kerrigan's really good at getting what she wants through others, so I made her turn over a new leaf. Plus, she commands the biggest army in the Caperlu sector. And why isn't she here? Tying up a loose thread regarding a renegade brood, but that's nothing that should concern you. Screw this. For bones. Oh, well, that was destined to happen. I return to the Kala. What the hell? Executor. Executor, can you still hear me? Thanks for the shield-penetrating rounds, idiot. They would be perfect for our plans. Victor, what have you done? Ha! Didn't even put up a fight. I was right. You are working for them. Why? When? Why would you betray us? I thought you were my best friend. It's just business, Vanessa. But for you, anything. I was the second person to enlist in the Soul Raiders. John over here was the first. I helped them out for a few months. That's when the CPL stole from us. I'll never forget them for that. Oh, then why did you fucking join us? Maybe it was my job to. So that's why you acted so differently. You couldn't control your inner hatred. I thought it was mind-controlled or something, but no, it's just him. It was so frustrating to work with the CPL. It worked out in our favor, but it wasn't worth it. How? We destroyed your fucking Titan. We won that battle. We earned that victory. We have, benefactors, Rob. We have dozens more Titans. And did you earn that victory? Did you? You see yourselves as moral heroes, but you believe everything revolves around you. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, should we not seek revenge? We're the same, Rob. The CPL, the Soul Raiders, all the same. The only difference between you and me is how we choose to use our freedom. He's hybrid. Well, I don't know why they're here. If you recall, Vanessa, what were the Dominion doing on Castanar? They were going to brainwash my men, make them loyal subjects of the Dominion. Yes. And? That was it. You see, Castanar is not just a brainwashing facility. It's a breeding ground for the Dominion's ultimate weapons, the hybrid. They're a splice between Protoss and Zerg. Anyway, why do you think the Zerg attacked Castanar? They're feral. They do what they want to. Wrong. They're using our psi transmitters to control the Zerg. Our psi transmitters are basically a smaller overmind. Once the Zerg cleanse the facility of resistance, we take the hybrid and take control of them. We should have been overrun that day. How could the Dominion rescue Victor and me? Tracy allowed a small Dominion force led by General King to save us, Vanessa. Why, you may ask? They took you to another facility filled with hybrid. So that's what the Titan meant by our Zerg assets have failed. I can't believe it. You were my best friend. And you were mine, too. I'm just an asshole. Come in, CPL, come in. What is it, Warfield? Reinforcements have arrived. The Protoss Armada has arrived, and we forced the Soul Raiders' fleet to retreat. Well, that's our cue to leave. Cue. I'll see you guys on the platform. Oh, and Rob. I killed Bones. You son of a bitch, I'll kill all of you. Commander, stay calm or you're going to get yourself killed. You don't tell me what to do, Lieutenant. I'm not asking you as your lieutenant. I'm asking as your friend. Now, stand down, Rob. Are you alright, Vanessa? Not really. No. You know you two are close friends. Oh, for gosh sakes. Can everyone stop moping? We've got a job to do. As much as I want to punch him in the face for being a dick, Warfield's right. We can grieve about this later. Right now, we have to destroy those transmitters. Maybe then the Zerg attacks will stop. Zotan, are you able to continue? Yes. As Victor said, if you wrong us, should we not seek revenge? I'm ready to avenge my fallen executor. Executor Trios. We are too late. Another Protoss life gone, all because of my inability to lead. Are you really that naive, Artanis? Executor Trios didn't die because of your leadership. He died on the battlefield, where all Protoss warriors should. I've seen too much of it to think otherwise. Artanis, I want to call a temporary truce between our forces. We already have a temporary truce, Terran General. Oh, yeah. I bet he peed himself when the Protoss fleet warped in. Zotan, I'm promoting you to Executor of the Idun tribe. Hierarch, I'm too old to be the Executor of my tribe. You made it this far, Zotan. Don't worry. Once we return to Shakuros, I will gladly find a replacement for you so you can enjoy your vacation. As you say, Hierarch. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting your guys' family reunion, but you need to get into that facility. Rebels, get inside the facility. Zotan will accompany you while the bulk of our forces remain on the surface to quell any resistance. Sounds like a plan. And Lieutenant, do try to calm your commander. He's going to get innocent lives killed because of his tunnel vision. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. Let's go get that bitch. Vanessa, you're going to have to fill me in about Victor. Yeah, in a minute, please. You should hurry, Executor. Our allies need you. Be careful with the body, Artanis. Of course. Carax, warp Trios' body to my personal mothership. I'll meet back up with you there. And Taro Trios. Suspicious zoom in on Carax. Suspicious zoom in on dead Trios. Back to the launcher. Really minor things. I don't even know if I need to point these out because they were noticeable. But like on the very first cutscene, the cursor doesn't disappear, but it's gone on the last cutscene. But on the last cutscene, the little symbol to call in your battlecruiser support is still there. So just hide that and then hide the cursor in the first cinematic. Again, though, that's stuff that like is noticeable. So I don't know if it's even worth like. Is it worth me like saying that stuff aloud in any like playthroughs like this? I always wonder that kind of stuff. It's like people watching aren't stupid. They can see that for themselves. Story-wise, I feel like the Victor betrayal was a little wasted. Like he killed Trios, but I feel like it could have been like he could have really screwed everyone over. Like the Soul Raiders still lost the engagement. I thought he was gonna like wipe out our forces in some fashion, or at least give the Soul Raiders a tactical advantage. I mean, he did kill one of our heroes, which sucked. But all in all, I did expect him to do some sort of sabotage as opposed to like quick hero snipe and then switch sides and say mwahaha. But I'm sure we'll be seeing more from him, and I'm certain that either Rob or Vanessa will have a chance to take revenge. As I said earlier, though, there's implications here where this takes place between Brood War, chronologically Brood War and Wings of Liberty, in like this fictional canonical. It's not canonical. I'm saying it's fictional canonical. It's all fictional. What I'm trying to say is this fake canon, right? It fits in between Brood War and Wings of Liberty. It's not actually canon, but the Shadow of Liberty, that's when that takes place, and. Because, obviously, there's no CPL in Wings of Liberty, the implication is that Rob and his side of the forces, which is the CPL, gets wiped out at some point during this campaign, or they just leave and they go somewhere else, and then Raynor is left alone with Raynor's Raiders. I think, again, that's kind of the implication. So we'll see where this ends up going. We are getting close to the end of Act 1, I think, right? Yeah, so there's 3 left, and one of them might be a cinematic, could be, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what the Zerg are up to with Jones, trying to reclaim the Queen of Blades. But as usual, I'll play the next map when it is released, or around when it's released. We'll see if, I usually like to wait a week or so, or maybe a little bit longer, because I like to see if there'll be any bug fixes. I think this one came out in the middle of July, so I did wait a reasonable amount of time, and it's hard for me to keep track of every map that does come out, but always happy to see something new. This was fun to play. I did enjoy this map quite a bit. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, PowerCore X64, great job. See everyone next time. Bye now.